Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on our Swift Challenger 580. So as most people are aware, we've had this caravan exactly 1 year now, and it's been absolutely fantastic owning this Swift caravan. It's everything we wanted in a caravan. We have made progressions throughout our caravanning career. So we started out with a very basic Bailey, which was it was a two berth, but we had the children, and as not many people are probably aware, both my children are from my previous marriage. They come to live with both myself and Sarah when my eldest was 4 years old and my youngest was about 18 months. So, you know, they've lived with us up until my eldest daughter moved out when she was about 17. And I don't mind admitting it, I cried like a baby. But my youngest daughter, she was a little bit different. She actually went back to live with her mother for a while. And then she moved out on her own, and they're both doing absolutely fantastic. But that's got nothing to do with caravans, really, is it? So what I'm basically getting at is that even though we had a two berth caravan, the children used to come with us, and you know, they absolutely loved it. They used to sleep in the awning on air mattresses, and you know, they had a great time, absolutely great time, and they absolutely loved it. We went from the Bailey, a very basic, I can't even remember the name of it, to be honest. That's how long ago it was. But then we moved on to a Bailey Pastiche, I think it was called. I might be wrong on the name. Or was it a Bordeaux? It might have been a Bordeaux, which was a French bed, and that had a very small shower stroke toilet area. We had that for a few years. Then we went on to the eldest, which we had for probably about 6 months, and you know, it was absolutely falling apart around our ears. We didn't realise what we were getting into, but we sold that we lost a hell of a lot of money on that, and we sold that, and we got another Bailey. So I've had my fair share of Baileys. So we went on to, after the other Bailey, we then went on to the Coachman, and the Coachman for us was an absolute, and I really don't like using this phrase, was an absolute game changer. It had the island bed, which was on the back wall. It met every single requirement me and Sarah needed, and up until last year, it still did, up to a point that with myself, me, not Sarah, but with me, trying to navigate around the bed on my side, you're almost like, I don't know why, you're sort of trying to stand on tippy toes to get round the bed, you know, and you're hard up against the wall, and you know, and it was never fun going to bed. I enjoyed that caravan for 4 years, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And you know, and I love Coachmen, I think they're great. But we're now in the Swift. We've now had this Swift for a year, and we won't never look back. It's a island bed on the side wall, so it's a transverse bed. The bathroom's at the back, which initially, when we were looking at caravans, probably about 10 years into doing caravanning, we never thought that we would ever go for a rear end washroom. And it really is, it's not until you actually have one, and if it meets all your requirements that you see that you need for your caravanning experience, then you won't understand what I mean. But for us, it made perfect sense to have that rear washroom. The transverse bed, now with having it in a day configuration, it's fantastic. Walk backwards and forwards, no problem at all. Obviously, when you've got it out at night, you're then reduced down to a certain width between the wall and the bed. The washroom, the bedroom, fantastic. The kitchen area in this caravan is fantastic again. The difference between the Coachman and the Swift is with the Coachman, when you walked into the door, you had a area where you could not only put the TV, but you could prep food. So if you didn't have the TV out, you could prep the food that side. And then on this side, you'd have the sink, which was a really sort of large sink with a drain in. It was a sink and drainer all built into one. That's my only big bugbear about this kitchen, is that there's not so much prep area, and you've got no drainer apart from the plastic one, which you lift out the cupboard and put up there. It's, for me, it's a real pain, but it's the only pain in the kitchen. So, well, apart from me when I'm under Sarah's feet. Anyway, this actual area, you know, the seating area in this Caravan is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's so comfortable. We did have a problem with the cushions moving, you know, the base cushions moving, but I got over that. And what I did was I put double-sided pads. They were that hook and loop or Velcro, and that stopped it. But other than that, oh, we had that problem with the little bit of issue with the radiator in the corner where I'm sat now with this Caravan. Other than that, this Caravan over this year, although it's under warranty, has been fixed under warranty. Sussex Caravans have been brilliant. They've not missed a beat. They've not missed a beat with this Caravan. And I don't think it's anything to the fact that I've got a YouTube channel or anything like that. I mean, some people did sort of make assumptions, you know, make that connection that, you know, the YouTube channel, maybe I could, you know, slag them off and stuff like that. I wouldn't have done that anyway. I would have negotiated whatever warranty work and what I thought was acceptable for me to pay and acceptable for them to completely pay. Like I said, the children absolutely loved coming with us, and then they got to that age where they didn't want to come with us anymore. But now they're in their 30s, they want to come camping with us again, and it's like, no, you're not coming camping. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced that with their children, but it's certainly with my two. You know, they yeah, any chance they get, they come home, and which is brilliant. But yeah, sometimes it's a blessing that they don't live with us anymore. They can be very loud. Anyway, basically, this is what we've got in the Caravan. I do have a box that's sat here, which we keep stuff in, which we travel with. That's outside at the moment, so I could sit down. But yeah, we basically leave, or nothing sits up on this chair. On that one there does. That's our bistro table, which is very light, although it's made of metal. In the kitchen area here, like I said before, you've only got this prep area here. I mean, if it had the drainer there, which was built in, then maybe you wouldn't have so much prep area, if you understand what I mean. You have got the flappy down bit there. But yeah, it can be a pain sometimes. Again, I'm going to go on about these because I do like them. Dehumidifiers. This has been in here now, what, 3 weeks? Or since we come back from Slimfold. And there's no water in it. And yeah, no water in it at all. So yeah, that's all that. Oh, you've seen this in a previous video I did. I've still got to put that strip along the bottom there to cover up that. It's playing around with my OCD, something chronic, and I need to get and do that. But yeah, this Caravan, honestly, it's I think the use of the space in these Caravans is fantastic. That's our tow jacket. The bed here is all made up because we are actually going away in about 2 weeks' time, so that's all made up. We keep a rotary line on the floor there, Sarah's area there, with Sally's dog bag with all her bits and pieces in it. Oh, I've broke this. That's why that's a screwdriver sat there. Over there in that very corner. Hang on, let me just show you. If you ever break your handle, which is a push in, push out one, it's not the handle you break, it's actually the mechanism itself. So let me just show you on this here. So you have this on the back. This handle, although you can unscrew them and you can replace them, if you break this nodule off and it breaks off in there, which ours has, you have to replace the whole lot, which is a real pain. So now I've got to find a part number for that and change it. We keep 2 chairs there when they're in transit. These are only in here because it's an area that they're going to be out of the way when we're actually walking around inside the caravan when we're in storage. Other than that, they go actually in the car when we're towing. I hope you like that little tour around the caravan. Sorry, it's quite a long waffle, this one, but like I say, I just wanted to mark the 1 year anniversary of this caravan that we've had it. It has thrown up a few little curveballs, but they've all been put right. She's due for her first service under us. So we'll be booking that in with Sussex Caravan and Motorhome Centre. Can't remember how much they charge. I'll be wrong. I think it's about 220, 230, something like that. Single axle caravan. Other than that, if we can't book it in the next couple of weeks, we'll go down the route of using a mobile fitter who used to work for Sussex Caravan and Motorhome Centre. He's set up on his own. So hopefully if we go down that route, I can video that and show you exactly what goes on. We've had a lot of response about Sarah and her heart condition. Now, yes, we've plastered it all over social media about Sarah, but I just want people to know that your messages that you've been sending through have been read, and a lot of them have been responded to. The ones that I haven't responded to, I'm sorry. I've had a lot of other things to do as well as respond to social media. Anyway, thank you for the new subscribers, and thank you for all your continued support to the channel. Anyway, like I said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all your messages of support for Sarah, and we will see you very, very soon in the next one.